the beginning of a new year right now, and I feel like a new year is always an opportunity to think about your space. And whenever you're watching this video, you might also be thinking about your space. I personally spend a lot of time in my home office / home library, and today I wanted to show you around it. Because let's face it, we spend a lot of time at work. With my corporate job, I work remotely, and I work mainly out of my home office. I also edit a lot at home for YouTube. I take meetings for other things I'm involved in, so I just need a space to keep me productive and to keep me creative and in the right headspace. So in today's video, I want to show you some of my home office favorites and my home office setup that helps me do that. And I think you might find a little inspiration no matter what kind of home workspace you have or the kind of work that you do. So let's get into it. First up, my standing desk is the heart of my office. It is where ideas are made, it is where ideas are refined, and it's where I spend the bulk of my workday. My desk is a fully Jarvis standing desk. It is an electric standing desk. It has a large bamboo top, large enough to fit my computer, along with a couple of external monitors and some desk accessories that I'll get into in just a second. Now, this desk was quite the investment for my space. By no means do you need this exact desk to have a great workspace or productive environment. But I will say, having a standing desk, and an electric standing desk in particular, has been a game changer for me during my workday. Being able to take a break to stand during the workday while still doing my work, still getting my work done, has been really helpful with avoiding fatigue and just breaking up the routine in my day. My favorite thing about this desk is that I can program different heights into it. So all I do is press 1 to get to my sitting height. I press 2 to get to my standing height, and I don't really use 3 or 4, but I certainly could. To help protect my desk, I use this desk mat. It's pretty soft and not too distracting. I was a little worried that a desk mat would be a sensory annoyance for me, but this has turned out to be pretty helpful, especially since I eat at my desk and I do make messes, and this is pretty easy to clean and wipe off. And honestly, the desk is really easy to clean too. It's just nice to have something else to help protect it. I went for a larger size with this desk mat because my desk is pretty wide, but I'm pretty sure this comes in other dimensions and plenty of other colors, so I'll link this below along with everything else. Now let's get into some of the computer accessories that I use. I have my personal MacBook here. When it's time for my regular workday, I'll have my work computer here. And it sits on this laptop stand. Now this laptop stand doesn't move, it's not flexible, but seeing as I have a standing desk, that's okay with me. This stand raises the computer so that things are at an eye level, so I'm not hurting my neck looking at the computer. I also use my Logitech K380 keyboard and my Logitech Pebble M350 mouse with this setup. If you've seen my iPad accessories video, you already know how much I love these accessories and just how much I love Logitech. This keyboard connects to my iPad, iPhone, and my computer, and the mouse connects to my iPad and computer too, though I mainly use it just for the computer. I also have a couple of external monitors to give me an extended display. So this is helpful for, not having to switch between windows too much. Instead, you can just spread your windows across all these different monitors so you have a full view of everything you need to work on. I just got this monitor holder that frees up space on my desk. It clamps onto my desk, so instead of the stands that came with these monitors sitting on my desk taking up space, these monitors now kind of float here above my desk. And that frees up space for my acrylic pen holder, my cell phone holder, and my diffuser, which I use to set the vibes. This monitor holder is adjustable, so I can raise these, I can lower these, and I can stretch them out using the arms in the back to give me the right configuration. Okay, so speaking of monitors, I wanted to show another monitor option to consider for your desk or travel needs. Here's a portable monitor that I have. The quality is really good. I have one, my husband has one. He uses this at his desk at all times. For me, this is more of an on-the-go travel accessory, and I'm a big fan of it. I've had a couple of trips this year where I needed to work remotely, and I took this with me and it worked really well. And even if I'm not traveling necessarily, I can easily just pack this in my tote bag to take work somewhere else, maybe someone else's house or a coffee shop or anywhere. This is really easy to be on the go with. So if you're someone who likes to use another monitor, you like looking at another computer screen, and you're very likely to be on the go with your work, you might want to consider a portable, easy to store option like this. Now let's get into lighting around this desk area. I usually keep the big light off in this room because that can be annoying and sometimes unnecessary, but for some ambient lighting, I like to use my desk lamp. I have this touch light thing here, and all I do is tap it to turn it on and tap it to turn it off. This lamp originally retailed at Target, but I'm pretty sure I got this for less than $10 at a store called Dirt Cheap, which sells damaged or discontinued items from big box stores at a lower cost. My lamp had some imperfections on it, so that's why I was able to get it for a steal. And sometimes I'm on video calls, I'm on Zoom calls, and I need to be seen a little better than this desk lamp can provide for me. So what I'll do is I'll put a ring light behind the computer to help illuminate my face better. So those are the main lighting options that I use for this area. Before we move on from the desk area, let's look under the desk because this is where a lot of organization happens. And I'm really happy with the progress that has been made under here because it used to look crazy, but Seth has really helped me make this look a lot more organized and a lot more tidy. And when I say he's helped me, I mean he did this all himself. So the major thing that helps with organization here is the power strip that is installed under the desk. That way, everything I need to make my desktop function is plugged in right under the desk nearby. And I needed a pretty large power strip because I'm plugging in my computer, I have a docking station, I have lights, I have a phone charger. Like, I need space for all of my accessories and tech needs. And any slack or hanging cords that come from all of this get tucked into this stick-on tray that is also installed under the desk. Now it gets pretty heavy under here, so everything isn't laying completely flat. It's not perfect, but I'm super happy with it. So if you want some better cord management, some better organization for under your desk, you will have to invest in some more accessories, but I will say it is so worth it just to have that clean look and to not have your feet getting caught in that web of cords. Now let's move on to decor because I really feel like your personal workspace should reflect your personality. It shouldn't just be filled with the things that you have to get your work done. It should also reflect some things that you want to look at during the day to give you some inspiration or some little pockets of happiness. So for me, I have a couple of floating shelves right near my desk. This is where I store some inspiration, this is where I store some knickknacks, and I store my notebooks here. And it's really helpful to have the storage here because as you can see, I don't have any drawers or a filing cabinet or any kind of storage system that comes with my desk. So it's nice to be able to put notebooks off to the side like this so that they don't clutter up my desktop. One thing I like is this like really cool funky desk mirror that I can easily pull down to look into real quick or just kind of lean up to look into just to check that I look okay before joining a camera meeting. And I feel like every workspace can benefit from something green, whether it's real or not. This plant is not real. I don't get great light over here, but it's nice to be able to look over during the day and see this hanging pile of green floating down. So it's elements like that that make my workspace feel special to me. And lastly, my favorite area of my home office is my home library. This is where we keep most of our books in the home. This is where we come to shop for our next read. It's where we store more knickknacks and more plants. This shelving system is the Kallax shelving system from IKEA. I have a smaller version of this somewhere else in the house. I've had it for years and I've really enjoyed it. So I felt like this 5x5 option would be a great next step for a room like this for a home library. You know, the light is a little better on this side, so we opt for real plants here, even though it's winter and they're, you know, kind of struggling, but in the springtime, they do look really nice. And I just love looking at this space during the day. I love to walk in this room and just look at all the different colors of books and all the different options of books. I like being in libraries. I like being in bookstores. The environment is calming to me and I just feel like there's so much versatility with looking at book covers, and I just really feel happy to have a slice of that in my own home. And if possible, I don't feel like your desk chair should be the only style of chair in your home workspace. I think it's nice to have some sort of lounge chair, an armchair, like something else to sit in to relax. So that's why I have a chair here, so that I can take a break, so that someone else can sit here, so that I can just take a nap maybe, or just sit and read. just to be able to get out of the desk chair. So yeah, I definitely feel like if you're setting up any kind of like reading station, any kind of home library area, you need a cozy chair nearby to help with that too. That's it, you guys, a quick tour around my home office and my home office favorites. Let me know what you can't live without in your home office and what makes your home workspace feel special to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.